Good morning everybody and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club. This morning I come to you from the bottom of George Street, Sydney. I'm at the Rocks and we're going to do a walk and talk style of vlog this morning. Here we are, I'm just in front of the Fortune of War pub. One of the oldest pubs in Sydney, been around since 1828. It's a long time between drinks. I'll actually pop down here at lunchtime one day and grab a beer and do another vlog. But the Rocks are a beautiful part of Sydney. Let's do a walk and talk, as I said, and we'll cover a topic and see where it leads us. As I remind you every time, Jim's 5 a.m. Club comes unedited, unprepared, unorganised, and is an authentic message from the heart. And basically what I do is I just share my knowledge, my learnings over many years of self-development, and add to it, and I invite everybody else to do the same. One of the beauties of Facebook is that your memories can pop up every year. So every year on the anniversary, you'll get a pop-up showing the memory from last year and whatever happened on this day over the past X number of years, depending on how long you've been on Facebook and how long you've been posting. For those who know me well, I am a prolific poster on Facebook, but I'm not a prolific poster of just food and stuff like that. My penchant is for self-development and for material that can be used for self-improvement and hopefully for people to take guide from and to help them improve their lives. Anyway, so I was looking at last year's pop-up for this year, and I came across, all those cakes look nice, I came across a post that I did from Jim Rohn. And I'll just talk about Jim Rohn today because he's somebody who's near and dear to my heart. He has since passed away. Jim Rohn was an American who had a unique style of talking and a very simple message from a personal development perspective. I attended one of his seminars, and I've read his books and also listened to his tapes over the years, and he is by far one of the best personal development coaches that you could use as a source. And I was interested to find out that he was one of the pioneers of this modern self-development army of speakers and writers, and a lot of the basic material that he has is used by greats such as Anthony Robbins, Stephen Covey, Zig Ziglar, and all those wonderful coaches and speakers. But the message, and as I said, Zig Ziglar had a unique accent. He's the boy from Idaho, and I was just mesmerised when I was at the seminar. I've got to admit, he was just easy to listen to. He was funny, he was enchanting, and it seemed like every punchline, every line that he delivered was something that was just so profound and wonderful. But the one key message that I got from the pop-up from last year, and we'll just focus on one message at a time, because that's the best way to grow, one step at a time. And the one message was that you become the average of the 5 or 6 people, the half dozen people that you hang out with or that you pay attention to. Let me repeat that. Over time, you become the average of the half dozen people that you hang out with and the people that you spend most time with. How profound is that? The Greeks have got a saying, tell me your friends and I'll tell you what sort of person you are. Jim Rohn takes it to the next level and breaks it down. So the half dozen people, it's almost as many people as the sails that are on the opera house, the magnificent opera house over there. So what we need to do is to sit and reflect on that. The half dozen people. Who are the half dozen people who you spend most time with, most time talking with? And what basically Jim Rohn is suggesting, and science suggests, is that sooner or later, the more time you spend with people, the more you become like them and they like you. So the question is, are you growing and developing in ways that are going to make your future better and brighter? Or are you growing in ways that are going to limit your future and cause you issues as you move into the next phase of your life? And then Jim Rohn goes one step further and he warns about hanging out with chronic complainers, people who are chronically negative, who are chronically putting things into the wrong perspective. And the emphasis is on chronic, because we all have negative days. We all like to have a bit of a whinge every now and then, and sometimes a whinge can have a positive air to it because it's a call to action. It's pointing out stuff which is wrong or needs improvement. So there's nothing wrong with that. But just think back over your lives. You know, there are people who are deemed to be chronic whingers, chronic complainers, and whenever you see them, whenever you meet them, all they do is just give negativity, which is draining, and basically it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy for you, because what you'll do is you'll see the world through their eyes and they'll drain the living daylights out of you. Because what happens is people's habits, people's style, people's way of thinking, all of that sort of stuff is, believe it or not, is very, very contagious. And unless you have protection, unless you identify it and protect it yourself against it, you'll fall victim to it. So the basic message for all the young people, how do we use this, is to steer well clear of chronically negative people, people who whinge all the time, people who point out problems all the time. Because really what we need to be focusing on in our lives are solutions and how we can make things better. And in some ways, it's best just to turn an eye to the negative stuff and just to focus on the stuff that you can change, the stuff that you can improve, because only that way you're going to get to the next level in terms of your growth and development. Anyway, let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, sit down and think about the 5 or 6 people that you spend most of your time with, and be selective. Be very, very selective with who they are. So what you need to do is you need to identify the goals you have, who you want to be and how you want to get there, and identify role models, identify people who are where you want to be, and mimic their habits, mimic their thought processes. Ask them for advice so that you can too be a recipient of their contagiousness. You know, it's okay to be infected by people who are going places, people who are positive, people who are strong, and people who are going to ignite your thirst for knowledge, your thirst for action, and your thirst for growth and development. Because at the end of the day, we always underestimate what we can do in 1 year. We always overestimate what we can do in 1 year and completely underestimate what we can do in 10. So don't spend too much time hanging out with people who are galoperasakitas, people who just want to enjoy their lives, people who just want to have fun and laugh, because those people will lead you nowhere. I'm telling you, they're just going to make you feel comfortable, and you're going to stick to your comfort zone, stick to the things that you enjoy, and basically not grow and develop. And in 10 years' time, you're going to be more like them than more like the person who you were destined to be. Anyway, here we go. We've got the Harbour Bridge popping up there. We've got a gentle westerly coming through today. And as you can see, the harbour is calm, the water is slack. A little bit of cloud in the sky. There was a magnificent sunrise last night. I missed it. I went the night before when it was the official sunrise, but there was cloud on the horizon, so I didn't get to see it. But hopefully you can shine. You can hang out with people that are going to make you shine, are going to bend and shape you into ways that you didn't think possible, and enable you to grow and develop into the best version that you could possibly be. Anyway, take care everybody. Yasas, bye for now from beautiful Sydney, and we'll chat again. And until tomorrow, 5 a.m, I look forward to seeing you on Jim's 5 a.m club. Yasas and bye for now.